Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to this afternoon's business meeting. I'd like to first ask for everyone to please bow your head for a moment of silent reflection. Amen. Thank you. Mr. Menges.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman, Commissioners. Our next agenda meeting is scheduled for Wednesday, April 24th at 2 o'clock.
Thank you. Wednesday the 24th.
On our utilities agenda, item number 1, docket number 2008-140A, Lockhart Power Company is requesting an extension of time.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Howard.
I move we approve Lockhart Power Company request for an extension in time until April 30th, 2019 to file its 2018 FERC Form 1. Lockhart Power states that the delay is caused by unforeseen issues with getting its year-end financials finalized, which in turn caused the delay in the preparation of its filing. So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Howard's motion. Are there questions or comments? If not, all in favor, please say aye. Aye. All opposed, no. The motion carries. Thank you.
Item number 2, docket number 2019-119C, it's appointment of a hearing examiner.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Hamilton.
Mr. Chairman, I'd move we appoint Randall Dong as hearing examiner in docket number 2019-119C. So moved, sir.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Hamilton's motion. Questions or comments? Not all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Motion carries. Thank you.
Item number 3, docket number 2019-63C, the application of Comcast Phone of South Carolina to provide service in the service area of Home Telephone Company.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Urban.
I move that we grant the application of Comcast Phone of South Carolina Incorporated for an amended certificate of public convenience and necessity to provide local exchange and inter-exchange telecommunication services in the service area of Home Telephone Company Incorporated, and for a flexible rate structure for local exchange service offerings and for alternative regulation. The Office of Regulatory Staff and Home Telephone Company do not oppose this application. So moved.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Urban's motion. Are there questions or comments? If not, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. The motion carries. Thank you.
Item number 4, docket number 2019-20C, we have the application of Teleax Incorporated.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Whitfield.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we grant the application of Teleax Incorporated for a certificate of public convenience and necessity to provide facilities-based local exchange and resole long-distance telecommunication services, and for flexible regulation of local exchange services and alternative regulation of long-distance service offerings. The Office of Regulatory Staff does not oppose the application.
Thank you, Commissioner Whitfield. You've heard Commissioner Whitfield's motion. Are there questions or comments? If not, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. The motion carries. Thank you.
Item number 5, docket number 2018-320E, Solar Business Alliance is requesting an extension of time to file comments.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Urban.
I move that we grant the Solar Business Alliance's request for a 30-day extension of time to file responsive comments, which will be limited to Duke's ownership of GSA facilities. So moved.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Urban's motion. Are there questions or comments? If not, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. And the motion carries.
Item number 6, docket number 2019-45E, we have a motion to dismiss filed by Duke Energy Progress.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Hamilton.
Mr. Chairman, I would move that we grant the motion to dismiss. The complainant has not alleged any violation of applicable statutes or regulation and has not raised any issue for which the Commission can grant relief. Also grant issue for this matters to be held confidential since it contains customer specific information. So move, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Hamilton's motion. Are there questions or comments? Not all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. And the motion carries.
Item number 7, docket number 2019-2E, is a petition to rehear or reconsider order number 2019-229.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Whitfield.
Mr. Chairman, on March 27th, 2019, in order number 2019-229, the Commission approved the Solar Business Alliance's motion to bifurcate certain matters for consideration in a separate docket and left the current avoided cost rates in place until we have ruled on those matters. Specifically, approving the request to bifurcate left the PR2 rate decided in docket 2018-2-E, which is last year's fuel case, in effect. That rate is currently under appeal by the Solar Business Alliance. On April 1, 2019, SCE&G filed a petition to reconsider order number 2019-229. SCE&G maintains that leaving the old PR2 rate could cause customers to bear the burden of excessive avoided costs, since avoided costs haven't been updated under this year's proceeding. In the alternative, SCE&G asked the Commission to impose a stay precluding future power purchase agreements to qualifying solar facilities under the existing PR2 rate until the Commission approves updated avoided costs. The Solar Business Alliance responded, stating it does not oppose a temporary stay of the PR2 rate schedule as long as qualifying facilities that negotiate avoided cost rates are guaranteed the right to revise those rates in the event that the Commission's decisions in docket number 2018-2-E is reversed on appeal, and the Commission on remand either disapproves elements of SCE&G's avoided cost calculations or approves a PR2 rate which differs from the rates approved in that docket. In reply, SCE&G does not oppose the ability of PURPA qualifying facilities that execute a purchase power agreement during the suspension period to update the negotiated avoided cost rates under that condition. Since neither the Solar Business Alliance nor SCE&G are opposed to suspending the current PR2 rate schedule under the condition just mentioned, Mr. Chairman, I move that we grant reconsideration in this docket and impose a stay precluding future purchase power agreements to qualifying solar facilities under the current PR2 rate. Qualifying facilities may revise the avoided cost rates negotiated during this stay should the current PR2 rate be reversed on appeal and changed by this Commission on remand. Mr. Chairman, I so move.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Whitfield's motion. Are there questions or comments? If not, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. And the motion carries.
Item number 8, docket number 2019-97E, is a motion to dismiss filed by Duke Energy Carolinas.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Williams.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I move that we grant the motion to dismiss. The complainant has not alleged any violation of applicable statutes or regulations and has not raised any issue for which the Commission can grant relief. Also, I move that we grant confidential treatment of exhibits in support of the motion to dismiss because they contain the complainant's personal account information. So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Williams' motion. Are there questions or comments? If not, all in favor, please say aye. Aye. All opposed, no. And the motion carries.
Items number 9 through 11 are petitions to intervene in docket number 2019-1E that can be taken together. Item number 9 is the petition of Nucor Steel, South Carolina. Item number 10 is the petition of the South Carolina Coastal Conservation League and Southern Alliance for Clean Energy. And item number 11 is the petition of the South Carolina Solar Business Alliance.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Irvin.
I move that we grant these three petitions to intervene in items 9, 10, and 11 as identified by Mr. Minges. So moved.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Irvin's motion. Are there questions or comments? If not, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Motion carries. Thank you.
Item number 12, docket number 2019-89E, is also a petition to intervene.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Williams.
I move that we grant the petition to intervene filed on behalf of Walmart Incorporated. So move, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Williams' motion. Are there questions or comments? If not, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Motion carries.
Item number 13, docket number 2019-1E, is a motion for admission pro hoc vici.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Williams.
I move that we grant the motion for admission pro hoc vice of Michael K. Lavenga, Esquire, on behalf of Nucor Steel, South Carolina. So move, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Williams' motion. Questions or comments? Not all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. And the motion carries.
Item number 14, docket number 2019-111G, is a request for approval of a natural gas agreement.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Belzer.
I move that we approve the agreement for transportation service with Firm Gas Standby, the contract between Bay Shores LLC doing business as South Bay Inn and Suites and South Carolina Electric and Gas Company. The Office of Regulatory Staff has recommended approval of the filing as well. That's my motion.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Belzer's motion. Are there questions or comments? Not all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Motion carries.
Item number 15, docket number 2019-108G, South Carolina Electric and Gas is requesting approval to acquire the Fort Jackson natural gas distribution system.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Williams.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we approve SCE&G's contract with the United States Department of Defense through its contracting agent, Defense Logistics Agency Energy, FEE, Utility Services, to acquire and operate the Fort Jackson natural gas distribution system serving Fort Jackson, South Carolina. The Office of Regulatory Staff recommends approval, and I so move, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Williams' motion. Are there questions or comments? Not all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Motion carries.
Item number 16, docket number 2018-257WS, Kiowa Island Utility is seeking a rate increase.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Howard.
thank you. As stipulated with the Office of Regulatory Staff, I move we approve Kiowa Island Utilities' request for an adjustment in rates and charges. No parties are in opposition. So move, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Howard's motion. Are there questions or comments? Not all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. The motion carries. Thank you.
Item number 17, docket number 2018-358WS, we have a petition to intervene.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Howard.
I move we grant the petition to intervene of 40 Love Point Homeowners Association.
You've heard Commissioner Howard's motion. Are there questions or comments? Not all in favor, please say aye. Aye. All opposed, no.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes,
may the
ma'am.
record reflect that I am not voting on this item.
Commissioner Belzer is not voting on this item. Have we voted yet? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. And the motion carries.
Item number 18, docket number 2015-167C, We have a request to approve an amended agreement.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Whitfield.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we approve the dedicated transport rate update amendment to the interconnection agreement between United Telephone Company of the Carolinas, LLC, doing business as CenturyLink, and South Carolina Net Incorporated, doing business as Spirit Communications. So move.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Whitfield's motion. Are there questions or comments? If not, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. The motion carries. Thank you.
Turning to our transportation agenda, item numbers 1 through 7 are new applications that can be taken together. Item number 1, docket number 2019-114T. It's Lillian Mickle, DBA L&W Transport Services. Item 2, docket 2019-117T. It's Kawana Catrice Mitchell. Item 3, docket 2019-116T. Robert Lee Mitchell Jr. Item 4, docket 2019-115T. People Movers LLC for a Class C non-emergency certificate. Item 5, docket 2019-118T is People Movers LLC for a Class C stretcher van certificate. Item 6, docket number 2019-120T, Ride on Time LLC. And item number 7, docket number 2019-122T, Henry Wolf, DBA H. Wolf Taxi.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Hamilton.
Mr. Chairman, I would move that we approve the new applications and items number 1 through 7 as identified by Mr. Menges. So moved, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Hamilton's motion. Are there questions or comments? If not, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Motion carries.
Item number 8, docket number 2013-69T. It's a request for reinstatement.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Williams.
I move that we grant the request of Sandra Simmons, doing business as J&S Transportation Services, for reinstatement of Class C non-emergency certificate number 8885, subject to compliance with all Commission rules and regulations. So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Williams' motion. Are there questions or comments? If not, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Motion carries.
Item number 9, docket number 1997-159T. It's a request for a name change.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Howard.
I move we grant the request of Geneva Benton, DBA A Perfect Move, to amend their Class E, that's Household Goods Certificate, number 9680-A, to read A Perfect Move Incorporated. So move, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Howard's motion. Are there questions or comments? If not, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. The motion carries.
Item number 9, docket number 1997-159T is a request for a name change.
Isn't that what we just did?
I believe we just did that one.
Oh, I'm sorry, no. Okay. Number 10, docket number 2019-90T is a request for a name change.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Belzer.
I move that we grant the request of SC Family Enhancement Services, LLC, to amend its application for a Class C non-emergency certificate to read SC Families Transport, LLC. So move.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Belzer's motion. Questions or comments? Not all in favor, please say aye. All opposed, no. Motion carries. Thank you.
Item number 11, docket number 2017-240T and docket number 2019-91T is a request to cancel a certificate.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Urban.
I move that we grant the request of Patient Transportation Services, LLC, to cancel its Class C non-emergency certificate number 9290. So moved.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Urban's motion. Are there questions or comments? If not, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. The motion carries. Thank you.
Item number 12, docket number 2015-285T and docket number 2019-91T is also a request to cancel a certificate.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Whitfield.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we grant the request of USA Airport Transportation to cancel Class C Charter Certificate number 9098.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Whitfield's motion. Are there questions or comments? If not, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. And the motion carries.
Item number 13, docket number 2008-140A, is request for an extension of time.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Belzer.
I move that we grant the request of Carolina Movers LLC doing business as Smooth Moves, that we grant the request for an extension of time until September 15, 2019 to file its 2018 annual report.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Belzer's motion. Are there questions or comments? Not all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. The motion carries. Thank you.
And item number 14, docket number 2008-140A, is a request for an extension of time.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Irvin.
I move that we grant the request of Jackson Transfer and Storage LLC for an extension of time until October the 1st, 2019 to file their 2018 annual report and transportation report. So move.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Irvin's motion. Are there questions or comments? If not, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. And the motion carries. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, that concludes today's agenda.
Thank you, Mr. Menges. We will break for a few minutes and then get reset, and then we have a transportation hearing following this. So until next week, we are adjourned.
Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us for the Commission business meeting and for this post-meeting commentary. The intent of these brief summaries is to provide further context for the items discussed at the Commission business meetings and to explain terminology used in Commission dockets. Today's business meeting started at 1:58 p.m. with a discussion of Lockhart Power Company's request for a 30-day extension to file its 2018 FERC Form 1 due to unforeseen issues. Per FERC, this form is a financial and operating report submitted annually for electric rate regulation, market oversight analysis, and financial audits by electric utilities and licenses. Following a motion made by Commissioner Howard, this extension was granted. Next, the Commission discussed the appointment of a hearing examiner for docket number 2019-119-C related to the application of Blue Casa Telephone, LLC. Essentially, a hearing examiner serves as a judicial referee and conducts an investigation through a private, or in this case, public hearing, and dictates rules of order for hearings. Following a motion made by Commissioner Hamilton, Randall Dong was appointed by the Commissioners. Next, the Commissioners discussed Comcast Phone of SC's request to approve their application without a hearing, following a motion made by Commissioner Irvin, who noted there was no organizational opposition. Item number 4 on the agenda dealt with Teliax Incorporated's request for a certificate of public convenience and necessity and for flexible regulation of local exchange services and alternative regulation of long-distance service options. Commissioner Whitfield moved to grant this request and noted that Office of Regulatory Staff does not oppose this application. The motion carried. Item number 5. Solar Business Alliance Incorporated has filed a request for a 30-day extension to file responsive comments related to docket number 2018-320-E. This request was granted following a motion made by Commissioner Irvin. The motion carried. Next, Commission staff presented Duke Energy Progress LLC's motion to dismiss in docket number 2019-45-E. Commissioner Hamilton moved to grant this as the claim has not raised any issue for which the commissioner can grant relief. Motion carries. Item number 7 covered SCE&G's petition to rehear or reconsider order number 2019-229 with respect to rate PR2 and in the alternative, motion to stay. Discussion followed, which will be fully recounted in the transcript of this afternoon's business meeting, which will be made available through the docket management system prior to the next commission business meeting. Commissioner Whitfield moved to grant reconsideration and to provide a stay. This motion carries. At the halfway mark of the utilities agenda, the commission then discussed Duke Energy Carolina's motion to dismiss, along with a request for confidential treatments of exhibits A and B due to the presence of consumers' personal information. This, following a motion made by Commissioner Williams, carries. The next 4 items, 9 through 11, 9 through 11, dealt with 3 separate petitions to intervene. These requests, filed by 3 different entities, carried following a motion made by Commissioner Irvin. Item number 12 dealt with a petition to intervene as well. Commissioner Williams made the motion to grant this, and the motion carries. Item number 13 dealt with a request by an attorney to be admitted pro hoc vice to the hearing for docket number 2019-1-E. This would mean that the attorney would be added to a case in a jurisdiction in which they are not currently licensed to practice in such a way that the attorney does not commit unauthorized practice of law. Commissioner Williams moves to grant this request, which carries. Item 14 involved a request for approval of a contract between Bay Shores LLC doing business as South Bay Inn and Suites and South Carolina Electric and Gas. Commissioner Belser moves to grant this agreement, which carries. Item 15 dealt with a request for an approval of contract with the United States Department of Defense and South Carolina Electric and Gas. To go more in depth on this subject, on March 20th, 2019, SCE&G filed a request for approval of a contract to acquire Fort Jackson Natural Gas Distribution. SCE&G proposes to impose a utility services charge for the operations, maintenance, renewals, and replacements of the acquired system, which will be adjusted to recover the costs of correcting the initial deficiencies. The costs and charges will be paid by the federal government, meaning that SCE&G's other customers will not be affected by the acquisition. In a letter to the Commission dated April 2, 2019, the Office of Regulatory Staff recommends approval of this filing. The Commission moved to grant this request from a motion raised by Commissioner Williams. Next, the Commission discussed Kiowa Island Utility Incorporated's application for adjustment of rates, charges, classifications, and/or regulations. On October 25, 2018, Kiowa Island Utility Incorporated filed an application seeking approval of a total increase of $825,623 to its rates and charges for water and sewer services. Following review, ORS had entered into a stipulation with Kiowa Island Utility Incorporated, agreeing to an increase of $511,046 in revenue. Commissioner Howard moved to accept this request, which carries. Item 17 related to docket number 2018-358-WS and was a request to intervene filed on behalf of a homeowners association. Following a motion made by Commissioner Howard, this carries. Commissioner Belser did not vote on this item. Finally, in docket number 2015-167-C, the Commission considered the request for approval of a dedicated transport rate update agreement to the interconnection agreement between United Telephone Company of the Carolinas, LLC, doing business as CenturyLink, and South Carolina Net Incorporated, doing business as Spirit Communications. Commissioner Whitfield made a motion to approve this amendment, and the motion carries. In addition to the in-depth agenda items, the Commissioners were briefed on 121 other items related to utilities in South Carolina. The complete list of these items, including docket numbers and links to find further details, is available for download at the Public Service Commission's docket management system. You can find it at dms.psc.gov through dms.psc.gov. Through that portal, the complete transcripts of this afternoon's business meeting will be available, as will all docket links and all further materials, including more in-depth agendas for both transportation and utilities. The next Commission business meeting will be at 2 p.m. on April 24th. The meeting will be live streamed on our website at www.psc.sc.gov. That link again is www.psc.sc.gov. For questions and more information, please follow us on social media, on Twitter at PSC of SC, or on Facebook at Public Service Commission of South Carolina, or call the offices of the PSC at 803-896-5100. Thank you.